Hello students, in today's lab programs I am going to explain you how to sort elements in array. Sorting means arranging the elements. You have an insertion sort algorithm. So we will work based on insertion sort. Insertion sort. So what is the target of insertion sort is to arrange the elements. To arrange elements in ascending order. Ascending means increasing order. In ascending order. First let us see an example, then we will go for the programming structure. For example, this is an array, students. Let us draw the shape of an array. Array means what? Sequentially all data will be stored. And for all the elements we will allot same amount of memory. What is an array? In PU board exam, very important. For Viva also they will ask. For example, A of 0, A of 1 and so on. You know that 0 to n minus 1 is the size of the array. 0 to n minus 1 is the size of the array. Sorry. Now, what we will do according to the concept of insertion sort, we assume that remaining elements are already sorted. First element is already sorted. This element we will think that already sorted. If we don't think like that, the for loop should start from 0. That is the reason for loop will start from 1. And till where we will process this is till n, mean till the last element. Till last element. I plus plus means one after another. Plus means see 0 plus 1 is 1 plus 1 is 2. I am speaking about the positions. Plus 1 is 3. These are the positions, students. Entire array name is A only. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are the elements and here data will be there, students. Now what we are going to do, this one we will think already it is sorted. This one we will take it as a key element. This one we will take it as a key element. So this element, key element, compare with the elements before the key elements. These are the elements after key elements, no? Before the key elements will. Okay. So 1 is less, no? How we are going to compare? How the comparison will do? See, look here. How the comparison? A of 1 is less than A of 1 minus 1. 1 minus 1 means what, students? 0. A of 1 is less than A of 0. Yes. What is there in A of 1? 1. In A of 0 what is there? 20 is there. True. Yes, no? 1 is less than 20. If 1 is less than 20, what we are going to do? We are going to interchange the elements. We are going to interchange elements. How we will interchange the elements? Using a temporary variable. So first year we saw. For example, a memory location name is A of 1. In A of 1 what is there? 1 is there. Another memory location is A of 0. In A of 0 what is there? A of 0, 20 is there. Okay. Now what we should do? What is in A of 1? Because it is less value. A of 1 will come here, A of 0 will come here. So what we will do? We will use something called temp. We will use something called temp. Okay. So what we are doing? Interchanging. How do we interchange the values? We already studied how we are going to interchange the values. We already know. Okay. So what we are doing? Whatever is in A of 1, we will shift to temp. Whatever is in A of 1, we will shift to temp. This one we will shift to here, means 1 here. Now whatever is in A of 0, whatever is in A of 0, whatever is in A of 0 is shifted to A of 1, is shifted to A of 1. Means what? 20 came here, 20 came here. Okay. Now next, whatever is in temp, whatever is in temp, temp shifted to A of 0, shifted to A of 0. You know how to write it. This is how we are going to shift it. Now first element is shifted now, students. So 1 will come here, 20 will come here. Now, okay, 20 is here. Now this is the key element. Compare the key elements with all the elements. Compare with this. This is only greater. Compare with this. So if it is not less, we are not going to exchange. Now key element is this. Compare with this. Yes. 2, 30 will come. Now key element compare with this. With all the elements comparison should be there and interchange too. With this 1, 2, 1, 2, 20, 30 values. Now key element is this. This is the key element. Compare with this. Now 5 will come, 30 will come here. Compare with this. 5 will come, 20 will come here. Compare with this. It's proper order. Now this is the key element. Compare. 30 will come, 7 will come here. Okay, compare. 7 will come, 20 will come here. Compare. 1, 2, 5, 7, 20, 30. It's fine now. That is how it takes place. Since we are moving forward, we have something called J minus 1 will come. Let us go directly into the algorithm, students. Write a program. 1 second. I'll write the program name for you. Write a program to sort elements in ascending order. Sort elements. First trace out the example, then it will be easy, else it will be very tough. Ascending order using insertion sort. Many methods are there to assign the numbers in ascending order, but for you in your curriculum this is given. Insertion sort is given using insertion sort. So you know, I told you already in the first 3 programs that every program will start with preprocessor directives. Preprocessor. What is preprocessor? Pre means before processor. Before CPU, who is there? Compiler is there. Means this task is for compiler. Computer subject is there. Your ma'am will teach. Her task is to teach computers. Okay? Someone economics and accountancy faculties won't teach. No, like that. Hash include iostream.h. iostream.h is for C in and C out. Next one. Hash include clarity is not there. 1 second. Hash include conio.h. Conio.h means CLR SCR get CH. CLR SCR means it is used to clear the screen. Get CH means it is used to get the character. Next one is hash include iomanip.h means input output manipulation like endl and setw. Endl is used to end the line and go to the next line. Setw means set the width. For example, you see some numbers are there. Let me take an example. Some numbers are there. Students, write down 1 to 5. I told there is one intelligent student like our Annie. What she did, she wrote, hey Annie, it's not like that ma. Write down 1, 2, 3. Means what is my intention? Not 12,345 with a gap. For that we will use set the width. Means gap. How much gap should be there? Here we will write the gap. iomanip.h. So next I told you, no, previous videos, what will be the structure of class? Class class name. Here frequency means class name is frequency. Second program insertion means class name is insertion. Deletion means delete. Anything we can write, but we are writing in that order. So our class name is sorting. Okay. So every class will have header, class name. After that, in private variables we are going to write. What are the variables that are there? Okay. So here very less number of variables are there. Int m of 100 means m is array name, 100 memory locations, kerchief. Next one is n. Means what? M of 100 means there will be an array that is created. Okay. So m of 0 to it will come to m of 99. Those many memory locations will be reserved, students. Those many memory locations will be reserved. Next, another location is n. So like this, one more memory location is also reserved for us. Okay. So now next one is public. So you know every class till now we are explaining fourth program. For all the programs the structure is same. Okay. Where did we study this structure? In the 7th chapter. Very repeatedly asked PU board question. Okay. How do you declare and define the class? Explain with the help of syntax and example. Now coming back here. Void get data of. Void sort of. Sorting program, no, sort of. Insertion program, insert of. Deletion program, delete of. Search means search of. Like that we wrote. Okay. It will be easy for students also to follow. So the names are given like that. So here what did we write? Class name we wrote. Then after that private, in that variables we mentioned. Under public, 3 functions we declared. It is ended with semicolon after the closing bracket. From here to here, what is there? Class body is there. Class header. Ma'am has header and body, no? So class header and class body will be there. Inside the class, first thing what? Under private, we will declare the variable. What is the default access specifier means? Private. Means if I forgot to write private and just write variables also, computer can understand that these are the private variables. Next one, 3 functions are there. Return type, function name, argument list. Return type, function name, argument list. So in the 7th chapter I taught you, no, if the functions are very small, we will define inside the class. If the functions are very big, we will define outside the class. In order to sort the element, we have to get the data, no. So let us whatever function we declared inside the class, let us define the function outside the class. So there is a format, no, how to declare the function, define the function outside the class. There also, when I am defining function outside the class, we have a header and body. What is the header? Void, class name we will write. Okay. Void, sorting, scope resolution operator, get data of. Okay. Get data of. Here, return type, function name, argument list. Return type, function name, argument list, declaration. But when I am defining outside the class, your exam, board exam, if you are writing outside the class, ID card, hall ticket, uniform, mandatory, it's an identification. If you forgot anything inside our campus, no problem. But when you are going outside, identity. That is the reason class name is sorting, no? So we should write, when I am defining function outside the class, return type, function name, argument list will be there. Other than that, sorting will be there, scope resolution operator. What is the use of scope resolution operator is repeatedly asked PU board question. Scope resolution. With the help of this operator only, we are able to define the function outside the class. One small mistake is we don't have semicolon here. Function header will not have semicolon here. Okay. You want me to sort? No. Now tell me, what is your array size? Okay. Cout, enter the array size. Enter array size. So before we sort, we should know what is array size and what are the elements in array. So size is 5 elements, 10 elements, 4 elements. So that we are going to store in n. And one more thing, I'll tell you after writing this statement. Cout. Now you told n elements are there, no? Enter those n elements. Enter the elements. Enter the elements. Okay, so many elements will be there. Now 5 means 5 elements we should enter. For I is equal to 0, I is less than. For loop ma, for all the 8-9 programs, same for loop. When you practice and compare, you will come to know. Okay, see out. First only we are writing set W means gap. 5 elements you told, no. Enter those 5 elements. Sorry, we are storing inside, no? C out, C in. C in, M of I. Those elements we are storing in array. So, storing inside. Here we are asking user and storing inside. Here we are asking user and storing inside. Now you look here. Here whatever variables are there. In C in one variable is there, no? Here also one variable. These variables only we will declare here. M of I. I can be anything. Okay. I can be 100 or below 100. Okay. In all the programs it will be same. In get data, what variables we are mentioning in C in, same variables only we will declare. Yes ma. Now void get data of is completed. Now what is the next function? Void sort of. So how should we declare outside? When we are defining the function, what should be the function header? Return type, function name, argument list. It is common. Other than that, what we should add? Class name and scope resolution operator also should be added, students. Okay. So now look here. Int temp. Here also whatever variables are there, we are just declaring those variables. Okay. Now for loop, when many elements are there, what we will be using? We will use a for loop. I told now. Here when we are declaring the variables, what we will be doing? Generally for loop we will be using 0. But whereas insertion sort, we will be sorting the elements from first position. That is the reason here 0 is not there. Other than that, all for loops in the 9 programs will be almost same with 1 or 2 differences. This also a tip for you to remember. Ma'am, J why we are moving means in insertion sort we are comparing the key element with the previous elements. Previous means backward we will move, no? That is the reason. While backward every position we are moving. So that is the reason we will have J and J is greater. Until that we will repeat the steps. What are the steps? First we are comparing with the help of if we are comparing. What is that? First position is less than 0th position. Minus 1 means 1 minus 1 is 0. Comparison will be done. Okay. So if it is less, what we are doing? We are interchanging. I showed you in the starting itself how we are interchanging. Only difference between that and this is variables. There I wrote a of 0, here j we are writing. And one more tip, you can write down the algorithm only here. You just write down algorithm beside. Algorithm and the sort is same. Last I will make that video. First you prepare them thoroughly, students. Definitely lab examination will be there. Definitely lab exam will be there. Is equal to temp. I already explained you how things happen. Semicolon is must. So for this for loop we closed. Sorry ma. Here also we should close. And j minus minus means this j is always related to backward direction. This element will compare with this, with this, with this. I told you, no? So it is used to move backward. So how many we opened? Those many we should close. First here I taught you. Now, who is there after that? Where the program starts execution? Void main of. Void main of. Program starts executing here. Ma'am, we wrote from hash include. No, it won't execute from there. It starts from here. So, class name, object name. In 7th chapter, I told you how to create an object. Class name, object name. So, after that, if any previous outputs are there, CLR, SCR of, we are going to write down, clear the screen. Using object, we'll call functions. Okay, so the first function is get data of, and the order way how we are calling is very important, students. First sort of, if we call, how it will sort? First we should have data to sort, no? First if we call get data and display, whatever we got that only it will display. But if we write sort, then sort get data first, then sort the elements, then display means the displayed elements will be sorted elements. So order is very important. You can define in any order, but calling order is very important, students. Okay, get ch. Without get ch we won't get output. So in void main we created object for that, object dot first function. So program executes here, it will go s dot get data of means it goes get data of and executes this part and come back here. S dot sort of means what it will do, all the sorting part it will execute. Next s dot display of. So your ma'am forgot display here. Here one more function is there, display. You can write here, but that code I am writing here. Okay. So how to write down the function? Void class name. Class name is sorting. Scope resolution operator. So the function name is display. Display function, what will be there? Only cout will be there. Okay. So cout array after sorting. After sorting, array after sorting is many elements we should display, no? So what will come? For loop will come. Okay. For I is equal to 0, I is less than n, I plus plus. That will be displayed. So we want gap. So cout m of I. One more thing I want to tell you. Wait, students. Many had to display, so I am writing one set w here. Set w with a width of 4 spaces. Just close. So display function I explained here. See, cout m of I. Whereas in the first function we wrote cin m of I. Means cin means many elements we are taking inside. Okay. Whereas here many elements we are displaying outside. That is the difference. Okay. It is very easy. By not practicing, don't make it complicated. I'll just take screenshot of the things. So write down till here. You can take it as a first screenshot. So next one, get data of, you take it as a second screenshot. Now